check the hair. Maybe we'll get some
cleavage. What are you pointing at?
my necklace.
Oh, some shine.
Yes. Okay. You want to introduce this one?
All right. Welcome back to Between Two Houses. I'm Warren.
I'm Jill.
And today we're talking about some of the biggest mistakes sellers are making when they're coming to market. So right now, when the market has changed, it's not going to be as frantic. You got to be
booming.
No, you can't be just throwing stuff on the market and expect it to sell in hours.
No.
So what are some of the things that you see people doing that's holding them back right now?
So the biggest thing is, we walk into listing appointments. We've done a lot of homework on, okay, what's the best strategy to get this place listed and sold in a reasonable timeline for the seller. And, you've come in with a price and the seller is like, oh, I want, this price. So here's an example. I had a listing appointment yesterday and all these townhouses are selling for $330,000.
Mm-hmm.
Some are renovated, some are not, some are tenant occupied, some are beautiful, but the going rate is between the 300 to 330 price. This woman, bless her heart, she's a sweet little lady. She has done some renovations. So she's renovated both her bathrooms and her kitchen over time. It does show quite well, but she's like, I want 400 for it. And I was like, what? She's like, let's just try it. And the thing about townhouses, there are a lot for sale and they have condo fees, which a lot of people are, kind of afraid of, that's a whole other topic.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing in that complex has sold anywhere close to 400. And this is her biggest thing. She's like, well, if you stage it and, you talk to other agents about it, you should be able to get it sold for 400. And that's not the case. It basically means we're going to be chasing the market and we're going to be driving the price down until it finally sells because she's moving out of the province.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we see that a lot. We see people that want to try and test the market or test their price on the market, which is just not working.
It's not working now. You're going to just chase the market down because you just want to be like, oh, let's try it and see. So it's managing anybody's expectations when they're going to sell. There is no...
Sorry.
1 minute.
Trying to hold that in for so long. I was like, just dryness. Why is it so dry in here?
Welcome to Calgary.
Yeah. Just in here.
It's all this. I'm sucking all the air.
Wow.
I don't even know what
Natalie,
I was saying.
cut that.
Yeah, cut that, Natalie.
Sorry.
I think we should not cut.
You don't think we should cut that?
No.
All right. Yeah,
this is all being real.
I love coughing in video. It's super attractive.
Well, you're a real human. This is not staged. This is real. We're sitting in a green room talking about chasing the market. So yeah, we can't just put your house on the market and it's going to sell in a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
What you're going to have to do is price it aggressively and make your house as shiny and clean as possible.
You need it to stand out.
Absolutely.
Because there are so many options.
Mm-hmm.
There's no urgency from buyers, especially like we've talked about before, condos, which townhouses are condos.
Yeah.
Technically condos. They're shared property, which that's what condominium means.
Yeah.
But you can't just go in higher than everyone else expecting a little bit of a low ball offer and you get the price you actually want, because you're going to miss out on a lot of buyers.
Mm-hmm.
They're just too picky right now, and they can be.
And that's the thing is, if you price it, way higher than what your agent tells you to price and expect someone to write an offer with what they think it's worth, that's not going to happen. They're only going to write an offer if it's priced accordingly, because any agent is going to tell them, if you try to go in with a low ball offer, not knowing the seller is going to get real mad and you're never going to be able to buy that property.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to miss out on so many people even viewing the property because there's so much online. That's what the first look is the price online. Is it going to hit their search even? Yeah. So the people that know that condo or townhouse complex, they've seen what's sold in there before, so they have prices in mind already.
Exactly.
They're probably looking for $350 and under. If they're all selling for $330, they're not going to go look at the $400,000 one because they're like, well, maybe it's not for me, or they're just going to wait for a price drop, and then the urgency is even less for that condo or for that townhouse.
So. Well, and the thing is like buyers they put their criteria to where they want to be looking at for their price point. And if all of a sudden now you're in a completely different price point, then people are going to look at that property and be like, well, why would I look at this property when it's $50,000 overpriced or $80,000 overpriced or whatever?
Which we're seeing a lot of.
Yeah.
And then price drop after price drop, and the seller gets discouraged, and maybe they decide to rent after that. And the rental market's just as bad, if not worse. So
this is the type of market where we see it takes roughly 3 agents to sell a property.
Yeah.
Because the first agent comes in, lists at the price that a seller wants, it doesn't sell. Second agent comes in, gets a bit of a price reduction, but still too high, doesn't sell. Third agent comes in, prices it at the original price from the very first realtor, and it sells. So best advice is, take all of the documentation that your realtor is bringing you as a seller and listen to it.
Yeah. And another thing to think about is sometimes we get, some pushback on the prices we come with, but we genuinely want to sell your home. That's our job. We're not coming in to make it harder for us. We're harder for you and not get the best price for you. What I'm seeing in the market right now is when things are priced well, there's still competing offers.
Correct. Yes.
You get a ton of showings, and then people are excited about this value they're getting. And I'm seeing over list.
We're still seeing, we're definitely still seeing multiple offers.
Only on well-priced homes, though.
Correct.
And well-presented homes. Like right now is a really important time to stage, not just virtual stage. If your agent's just virtual staging, people come in and get angry.
Yeah.
Because it looks like, oh, they put this room together. It looks so big in the picture.
Yeah.
With this staging where it's miniature beds and bedrooms. You need to actually have some scale.
Yes, you do. And it's not misrepresenting the property, but it almost is, because you're excited about seeing this and then you walk into a vacant home and you're like, ugh.
There's nothing better than actually going to a showing and it looks better in person than it did in the photos.
Agreed. Yes.
So really prep your house for sale.
Agreed.
It's super important. And that's when buyers make their decisions, after the showing, not on the photos.
Yeah. So don't make these mistakes.
Yeah.
Listen to your realtors, listen to us, and we'll get your house sold.
Yeah. And until then, let us know if you have any other questions on selling.
Yeah. You know how to find us.
And we'll see you next time on Between Two Houses.
Woo. Oh, God.